Monday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Sasha Hopkins.
And I'm McKenna Kuhn. Ever wanted to learn CPR? Now's your chance. Dixon Recreation Center on campus will be holding a special class to prepare attendees for situations involving cardiac or respiratory emergencies. Taking place in the Dixon Lower Classroom at the Rec Center, the CPR class will go from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and will also teach the knowledge and skills necessary to provide care for victims of sudden cardiac arrest through the safe use of an automated external defibrillator, or AED. For more information, go to the OSU website or swing by Dixon Recreation Center.
Sports are a popular subject here at Oregon State, but one team many OSU students don't give much thought to is the Black Plague, Oregon State's women's rugby club. The women have finished top 5 in the nation twice and have won 5 Pacific Northwest Rugby Football Union titles since 2000. This record of success has not come easily. The club has continuously overcome changes in funding, recruiting, and a lack of university attention or publicity. Maintaining consistent membership in the club, as successful as it has been, is difficult since many women don't know about the club or even about the sport itself. Stereotypes and misconceptions tend to keep women who are new to the sport from exploring further. Rookie freshman Rachel Hosman said, quote, "I think that a lot of girls feel that they can't play rugby because they're not big enough, or they feel they can't compete with other girls that are bigger than them or more athletic. The thing about rugby is that there's a position for everybody, no matter what body size you are." End quote. The team receives a few $1,000s from OSU's Department of Recreational Sports per year, which covers no more than the team's portion of travel expenses. Players must pay dues to help with the rest of the needs, including jerseys, equipment, and additional travel. Being completely student-run, the officers must manage every aspect of the team's affairs. They say that it's worth the time and effort to be able to play the sport they love.
Interested in organic food? How about the exact opposite? Food for Thought, a lecture about the environmental impacts of genetically engineered crops on sustainability in the United States, will take place on campus this Wednesday, February 9th, at the LaSalle Stewart Center from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Professor of Entomology at the University of Arizona, Ev Carrier, will discuss findings from a recent National Research Council committee on which he served that explored these impacts on the environment. This event is free and open to the public and is hosted by the Forest Ecosystems and Society Department. For more information, see the OSU website.
According to the Daily Barometer, a proposal being pushed through the 2011 legislative session is attempting to move Oregon public universities away from the state governance as a solution to budget crisis. According to OSU's president, Ed Ray, public universities answer to the state in terms of how revenue, even tuition dollars paid by students and families, are spent. That same money is also up for grabs by the state of Oregon in order to fill any funding gaps in areas unrelated to higher education. Ray said in an interview with the Barometer, quote, "Legislators will look at our fund balances and they would take it away. The problem is we usually have more money at the beginning of the quarter than when everyone has paid their tuition than at the end of the quarter after we have spent it." End quote. According to Tyler Hogan, Oregon Student Association board member, the OSA is still learning what it can about the proposed legislation and what it will mean for students of Oregon's public universities. The organization has not yet taken a stance on the proposal, but is hoping to make a decision on the matter in 2 weeks. Ray said that tuition would not increase any more under a public system than it would if universities remain under a state agency.